For decades, the question of who the first Americans were has fueled debate among researchers, with the Clovis culture standing as the primary evidence of early civilization in the Americas. A groundbreaking study conducted by Chinese Academy of Sciences challenges the traditional narrative of the peopling of the Americas. Their research suggests that migration of ancient humans to the Americas occurred 26,000 years ago, a significant 10,000 years earlier than previously believed. This study provides evidence that the first migrants originated from the northern coastal region of China, refuting the long-standing theory that ancient Siberians crossing the Bering Strait land bridge were the sole ancestors of Native Americans. The widely accepted narrative suggests the first Americans originated from Northwest Asia and southern Siberia, embarking on a journey that took them over the now submerged Bering Strait land bridge around 20,000 years ago. This migration, marked by three distinct streams of people, unfolded unevenly across the Americas. The Chinese research team traced a female lineage by analyzing mitochondrial DNA. This analysis revealed links between East Asian Paleolithic age populations and founding populations in Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Ecuador, Mexico, and California. The study focused on the D4H lineage, allowing researchers to trace maternal ancestry. Through the analysis of 100,000 modern and 15,000 ancient DNA samples from across Eurasia, the team identified 216 contemporary and 39 ancient individuals from the D4H lineage. By examining mutations, considering geographic locations, and employing carbon dating techniques, the researchers reconstructed the origins and expansion history of the D4H lineage. The study uncovered two distinct migration events. The first occurred between 19,500 and 26,000 years ago, during the last glacial maximum, suggesting a period of harsh climate conditions in northern China. The second migration occurred sometime between 19,000 and 11,500 years ago during the melting period, possibly triggered by increasing human populations. The study also found a surprising genetic link between Native Americans and Japanese people, particularly the indigenous Ainu. During the melting period, a subgroup from northern coastal China migrated to Japan, contributing to the Japanese population. These findings highlight genetic connections between the ancient peoples in the Americas, China, and Japan, suggesting a deeper Pleistocene connection beyond cultural similarities. In another recent international analysis of ancient remains from Central and South America, spanning regions like Belize, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Peru, has added complexity to this narrative. DNA associated with the North American Clovis culture was identified in individuals from Chile, Brazil, and Belize, but intriguingly, only within a specific time frame, approximately 11,000 to 9,000 years ago. The study also uncovered evidence of two previously unknown migrations into South America, suggesting an even earlier arrival of modern humans to the continent. However, an ominous twist reveals that the early migrants to South America were almost entirely replaced by a new wave around 9,000 years ago. Current South Americans show no traces of Clovis-associated DNA, raising questions about the circumstances surrounding this abrupt population turnover. Following this enigmatic replacement, a surprising genetic continuity emerged between individuals who lived 8,000 years ago and present-day populations in various South American regions. The study's scope, examining 49 individuals from 11,000 to 3,000 years ago, underscores the need for broader geographical representation in future research. to deepen our understanding of the continent's complex history. Notably, unexpected connections were unveiled between ancient populations of California's Channel Islands and the southern Peruvian Andes, dating back at least 4,200 years. This suggests a possibility of early migrations where ancestral groups diversified, with some settling in the Channel Islands and others making their way to South America over millennia. Traces of Australasian ancestry found in ancient Native Americans in the southern part of the continent, absent in North America, adds another layer of complexity. While this hints at the existence of a more ancient population, definitive proof remains elusive. The deep ancestral links suggest a potential connection to a people who may have arrived in the Americas far earlier than the ancestors of Native Americans, posing intriguing questions about the continent's pre-Clovis history. The mystery surrounding the replacement of early migrants in South America around 9,000 years ago remains a pivotal question. Understanding the factors that led to this demographic shift requires further interdisciplinary research, combining archaeological, genetic, and environmental data. As we continue to decode the genetic and archaeological clues from our ancient past, the story of the first Americans unfolds as a fascinating and complex narrative, challenging our perceptions of the peopling of the Americas. Why were these early migrants to South America almost entirely replaced by a subsequent wave? What happened around 9,000 years ago?